Yo, you two, what it do? Hydric69, aka your mom's favorite mobile boy, back with another video. And today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to W key everybody and play more aggressive on Fortnite Mobile. This will really help you no matter what platform you're playing on, but I just specify it for Fortnite Mobile. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below. All you have to do to win our V-Buck giveaway is subscribe and drop a comment. And once we hit 9,250 subs, I'll pick a winner. Make sure you guys stick around to the end to hear the winner of the 9,000 V-Buck giveaway. And thank you all once again for subscribing to the channel, using our code Hydric69, and just showing so much support lately. It means a lot. So for this video, I use clips from some high kill games I've either got with Colton or subscribers. So if you want to play with me, just make sure you add me and subscribe to the channel. But this game right here was a 40 bomb. It just doesn't say it with the kill feed. It's still messed up on mobile for some reason. But all of these high kill games are like 30 plus or 40 kill games. And really just try and emulate what I do in the videos, copy what I'm doing, and it's going to help you. So the first thing I would say is the key in Season 2 to get higher kill games is make sure you use the helicopters. Take advantage of the helicopters and know the locations of where you can get a helicopter at. A drop spot I highly recommend is dropping at Frenzy Farm. That's where I've been going a lot to get high kill games, especially when I'm solo squatting. If you guys didn't know, skill-based matchmaking is out in squads, and it just makes it so much easier now. It's basically bots for the most part like that, and just easy kills all around. If you don't know, there is a helicopter location right by Frenzy Farm just because there's a henchman spot, and I'd make sure you guys check out all of the henchman spots. The ones I go to the most are easily Frenzy and Pleasant. Pleasant's also a really good one. Basically drop at one of those two places if you're trying to go for a high kill game and push everybody that you see, just because once you get the helicopter, it's super easy to go from location to location. And whether I go from Frenzy or from Pleasant, I then usually move to like Agency Salty area, and you're just gonna find people there for sure. There's got to be at least one team there, so that's at least another 4 kills off drop. So after that, you're usually around 10 kills with about, I'd say, should be at least 60 to 50 people left, and you can just keep using the helicopter to go around. And if something does happen to the helicopter, like somebody shoots it out with a minigun, like this guy just spamming here, make sure you just go and find a boat, something that you can move around the map with and just help you get easier kills. Those bounce pads are also a good way to get around pretty quickly, as well as launch pads. You guys know I love using launch pads to get high kills just because it makes mobility so easy and so quick. And really, something I want to make sure you guys stress on is do not loot at all. All you have to do right now, since there are so many bots, is basically open your first chest and then go push anybody you see. From here, you'll be able to get mats and better weapons, as well as shield, and you don't have to spend any time looting. Looting is really kind of like, unless you're a new player and need good stuff, you don't really need to loot right now. You can just go push everybody right off the jump, and you'll end up being able to get all types of good loot and good weapons. If you guys checked out my last video where I chose 3 of the best creative maps that I use that have helped my gameplay, you guys are going to want to do the Zone Wars and Box Fights map, because both of those can teach you how to play really aggressive as well as safe at the same time. Because sometimes people kind of forget when you're playing aggressive, you also need to back off, because you'll get yourself in third-party situations, and by playing Zone Wars and Box Fights, where it's basically a free-for-all, you versus like 15, 16 other people, and you're gonna need to be able to like engage in a fight, and then if you're shot, know how to tunnel and get away from that. And Box Fights and Zone Wars are a really good way of teaching you at this, and really tunneling through those kind of 2 game modes is the most similar to real games and like Arena that you're gonna get if you're not playing in it. And that's really why I tell you guys to play that so much, because you're gonna see your gameplay improve automatically just by playing a couple rounds of those. And something I recommend as well is playing creative fill, because you're going to be put with better players, as well as trying to friend some of these better players. Try and look for people who are playing on PC or controller, just because it's a lot easier on those devices in my opinion, and by playing up against people, better players, not always bots, it's going to make going up against bots seem super easy. A drop spot there's people at sometimes, but I don't always go to, and I'd recommend you guys do the same if you're on mobile, is the agency. I don't know about you guys, but I lag like insane, as well as in helicopters sometimes. One thing I didn't mention with the helicopters is once you land, make sure you get away from the helicopter as far as possible, because if you look at my FPS right now, it goes from like 50 or 60 like when I'm not in it to 35, 20 when I'm in the helicopter. And then if you get bad lag on top of that, it just gets even worse. So, and the same thing goes with boats. Anything that's going to move you around quicker will lower your FPS. So you're going to want to just make sure once you're in fight to kind of back away and get some space from it. And you'll instantly see there's like a little bit of a barrier between like the lag you get when you're near it compared to when you're away from it. If you guys are trying to get high kill and play super aggressive in solos, the weapon I would highly recommend to you is the minigun. It's honestly the most OP weapon I've ever used. I think it's way more OP than the Tommy gun. Although the Tommy gun is also good at this and pretty OP, the minigun is just unmatched. You can just spam the crap out of it. It's honestly insane. And whether you get like a purple one or the Brutus one, it doesn't really matter. They're both super good. But like if you get the mythic minigun, like you shouldn't even lose a fight. It's so OP. You can literally just spray through people's builds and just nail people for 20 to 31 damage. And that's really what I like to do. You want to abuse the weapons that are good right now in the game if you guys are trying to W key. When looking around for people, I would recommend going towards the middle of the zones. Usually that's where I find the most amount of people. And then one thing I found in squads that doesn't happen as nearly as much as in solos, because if you guys don't know, I usually specify in solos and mostly play solos, but since they took out skill-based matchmaking, I've only really been playing squads and solo squads, is stick around in the middle, because once you fight somebody, people are going to come as well as their teammates. And something I did right there, which I really wasn't taking advantage of before in my gameplay, was make sure you shake them when you go up to an opponent and knock them, because it'll just let you know where their teammates are, and then it's easy kills from there. You can see, like, prime example right here, you can just go from one to the other, straight aimbot right there, not missing with the 72 headshots, and it's super easy to just find people and go from one another. You can see, like, I went from one guy to his teammate to this guy over here. Then once you shake him, you can find his teammates, and it's just a constant like finding people and always moving. Make sure you guys practice your mobility and your mechanics. And something I'd recommend to do these is, again, the creative maps that I had recommended earlier. They're really going to help you out on your mechanics and get a better feel for the game. Something that's probably the most overrated in my opinion, that's really popular right now, is high ground retakes. And I get that it looks cool, but if you're playing in pubs, and honestly in arena as well, the only reason you're using high ground retakes is going to be for 1v1 fights and creative. You don't want to spend too many mats or as much time as it takes to do constant high ground retakes. So in my opinion, unless you have free time to spare, they're not really too important to learn if you guys haven't learned them. Maybe you want to learn some basic ones. That's like what I have down. That'll help you out. But anything that's really taking a long time to do and it's going to take minutes of build battling isn't worth it in my opinion at all. They look cool and are fancy and good for montages, but those of you who are just trying to get more wins and high kill games, you're not going to need to use them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope it helps you out. Make sure if you got to this part of the video towards the end, you drop 2 thumbs up emojis, just so I know who makes it to the end of videos and is consistently showing support and watching all the way through, trying to learn from our videos. And yeah, I hope you guys get some higher kill games. Let me know in the comments down below your highest kill game or some of the games you've gotten with our tips lately. And shout out to you guys once again for showing support. It really does mean a lot. And we're just going to keep putting out videos you guys want to watch and just keep trying to make the channel grow. I'm looking into like making some new videos and getting a better streaming setup so I can stream every night without lag. And once again, shout out to you guys. It means a lot. The winner of our 9,000 V-Buck giveaway is Detective77. Thank you for showing support on our channel. And guys, keep spamming the comments and liking the videos because it definitely helps us out and helps the channel grow. Peace!